Yo, what is going on, everybody? My name is Mason, and we're going to be diving into what exactly is going on over at Facebook right now, because it's a little bit of a mess. But before we get started, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell everybody you know, call your mom, tell her she needs to know about what's going on over Facebook and needs to watch this video. I'm serious. Call her right now. Cool, good job. All right, anyway, so here is what's going on over at Facebook. So we got the CTO stepping down. Been there a long time. Gonna be kind of shaky, get a little rocky for now. We'll see what happens with that. We have these new pro Facebook and pro Mark Zuckerberg ads that are now gonna be pushed and distributed to your timeline. We have Facebook finally admitting that the data and privacy settings that Apple has now enacted on their new iOS is really affecting how their ads are distributed on their platform. And another whistleblower alleging that Facebook knows that Facebook is bad, especially for young people. And they overpaid their Cambridge Analytica lawsuit by $4.9 billion. $4.9 billion. Did they do it on purpose? Absolutely they did. We'll talk about why coming up. So the CTO is stepping down, right? He's been there for 13 years. That's a long time, right? To lose someone like that who's been through everything that Facebook has been through from the time they were so small to the time they are as big as they are now. That's not going to be an easy transition, but it will be a transition. Now, he claims that he's doing it because he wants to focus more on his philanthropy. How much of that is true, I don't know. Maybe he just sees the writing on the wall and this is his way out. But, either way, not good for Facebook losing that guy. He is getting replaced by another longtime employee by the name of Boz. But everyone's got cool nicknames over there, like Boz and Strep. They need a head of nicknames over there. New nickname maker. I could be the nickname maker over there. Mark, if you need a nickname maker, get your boy out. Anyway, and now we got Project Amplify, which is Facebook's attempt to launch a campaign to promote themselves and how great they are and paint themselves in a fantastic light and put it on your news feed all the time so that you don't forget how amazing Facebook is all the time. Now, they say it won't affect any sort of like page rankings or post outreach, or paid ads, but I don't really see how that's possible. But I'm sure Facebook will tell us because they're super transparent about everything they do and super forthcoming and outright. So I'm sure they'll, give us the full skivvy as soon as they have all of the details. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments below. And then, in June of 2021, Apple released iOS 14.5, which included the option for you to opt in or opt out of apps collecting your data, okay? So as you can imagine, not many people opted in. Only 6% in the United States and about 13% internationally opted in for this. Apple's taking their privacy to the next level and putting their control in your hands. Now, that's pretty cool. I really like that about Apple. What really stinks is if you advertise on Facebook, which I do, right here, with this company, best deal in town. What we use is called a pixel, right? And basically what a pixel does is it kind of like tracks all the customers and stuff and allows our ads to get targeted to the right people, the people that are looking for it, the people that are interested in it, right? And the longer it's kind of it's there, the more it kind of knows and the more effective it can be. Now, in order for it to be effective, it's got to collect data. If you can't collect data, it can't be effective. And if it's not effective and you can't measure the results of it, then it makes it very hard to monetize. And if you can't monetize it, well then you can't sell it. If you can't sell it, then how do you pay your bills? Because that's how Facebook pays the bills, is by selling ads, right? So it's a facto, this is making it very difficult for Facebook to track the results and to put hard numbers and metrics on things like conversions because they can't collect the data on it. Facebook is saying that they're seeing a decrease in the amount of ad revenue, but they're also saying that it's being underreported. And they say it's being underreported because they can't collect the data to prove that the conversions are actually happening. So it's kind of a catch-22 there. But more to come on that. We'll see what happens here in the future. We'll probably get a little better picture on the next earnings call from Facebook. And now we have the big eyebrow raiser, which is Facebook overpaying their FTC fine by $4.9 billion. Basically what happened was over the course of many years, from I think 2013 to 2015, there was this company giving out tests and on Facebook and been taking all that data and all that information assigned to all those personal users and repackaging it so that politicians could use it in order to optimize their campaign. Now, users weren't really aware of this, and for obvious reasons, people were not happy about that. The whole thing blew up, and they went to court, and the FTC said, hey, Facebook, you owe us $100 million. So Facebook said,
no problem. Here's $4.9 billion extra dollars.
What? Now, they did that as a express quid pro quo. Which, to me, it kind of just like, hey, they paid off the FTC so that Mark Zuckerberg and the COO of Facebook could not be named personally and held personally liable in any forthcoming lawsuits. Wow. Good move, Mark. Now, there are multiple lawsuits opened up by shareholders across the nation now saying that there's been gross negligence by the board and a few of the accounting members who paid for this and gave the approval for this, saying that, you know, this isn't the shareholders' responsibility to pay Mark Zuckerberg legal defenses like this. $4.9 billion when it wasn't even like asked for? $100 million is all they asked for. They threw $4.9 billion on top. That's just crazy. So people are pretty upset about that, and rightfully so. What do you think? Is that like Mark Zuckerberg's money to play with, or is that the shareholders' money that they're due? Tell me. And to top everything off, there's a whistleblower now at Facebook releasing files called the Facebook Files. And these Facebook files basically are files they found on a hidden server that they randomly had access to that they weren't supposed to, showing that Facebook knows that its other platform, Instagram, is harmful to younger people. But that's not good for business. Now, this mysterious whistleblower who is releasing the Facebook files is set to uncloak themselves any day now and cooperate in full capacity with the authorities. So, things could get pretty interesting. Look, long term, I'm still plenty bullish on Facebook. Short term though, definitely bearish. They've got a pretty bumpy road ahead of them and tons of unprecedented events they still need to navigate through. But that's just part of forming a new industry on top of the digital frontier. And now Facebook has to find a whole new set of solutions to a whole new set of problems. As of the making of this video, Facebook is trading around $353. My prediction is sometime in the next 365 days, you're going to see that dip below $300. I then think you're going to see a massive swing to the upside as Facebook gets all their drama behind them, figures things out, and gets the sentiment of the public behind them. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys thought. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you like this kind of content, check out the rest of my channel. I do a podcast called Real Talk, where we talk to real people about doing real stuff, and it's really freaking cool. Hit the like button for me. It really helps out the YouTube algorithm. Thanks again. Out.